Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and welcome back to another video. And you know, this has actually been a very interesting week for me because, as you guys know, we have just gotten Halo 3 backwards compatible, Halo 3 ODST backwards compatible, Halo 1 anniversary, and we also got Halo 4, which we could probably do without, but nonetheless, we have all those games backwards and compatible, and you can now go back and get all the achievements you missed, or just connect with some of your friends who have not moved up to the current generation of consoles. But the other day, we also got something. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary of Halo 3, and we finally got the Halo 3 anniversary throwback playlist. Now, this was something that I even said in my videos that I didn't know if I would go back to play, that I would reinstall that cancerous disc just to check it out. And you know what? I grit my teeth and I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion on this, and I wanted to give you my honest feelings about this, because this is a classic game style that I care about, that I feel like if we give them the right criticism, the right feedback, that maybe, just maybe, there might be a chance of having this in future games to appeal to the classic player as well as the modern day player. But that's why I have decided to reinstall the game just for this and give my true criticisms of the Halo 3 throwback playlist. So let's get right into it, because there is a lot I need to talk about. First off, let's talk about the gameplay. Now, this was something that I really was worried about whenever I first heard about the playlist, but Grim Brother 1 kind of assured me that it was going to be a classic style gameplay, as I tweeted whenever they mentioned the playlist, "Oh, I bet it's gonna have sprint and sparring abilities," and he says, no, it's not, it's actually gonna be classic Halo. And I said, really? Because the CE playlist, whenever that came out, was nothing close. And he says, just wait and you'll see. So I waited, and honestly, I'm surprised. There's no sprint, there's no sparring abilities, but there's a few things that I feel like they could not get rid of, unfortunately, due to the way the game is, because it's probably not an in-game option. Now, the things that I'm guessing that they couldn't remove were the aim down sights for all the weapons. Now, I don't know if anyone has been able to remove this, but I feel like they should have. I feel like that a lot of the weapons that are available should have had the aim down sight or zoom feature removed from them, mainly because that takes away from what it was, where an AR was a close range weapon, medium to close range weapon. With the zoom in these close maps, it's literally a long range, basically machine gun, and it can hit you from any angle, and that kind of takes away from the purpose of an assault rifle being at these certain ranges. And what I did like about this playlist is that you did have BR starts, and it was the classic BR with the Halo 3 style scope. It wasn't the Halo 2 BR, and I know why they didn't do this, and Matt kind of questioned it at first, was because the Halo 2 BR had a faster fire rate than the Halo 3 BR, where you had to kind of pace your shots, where in Halo 2 you could just spam the thing and it would be perfectly fine, where in Halo 3 you had to really pace your shots. And with the fire rate difference between the Halo 2 BR and the Halo 3 BR, the classic style BR was the better choice out of the two. The next thing I wanted to talk about were the power-ups. So in this, you had the return of Overshield as well as active camo, and they added a really cool bright green effect to really emphasize that these were supposed to be like the original pickups. But the unfortunate thing is, you still have to hold down the button to be able to pick them up. Now, they have reduced the time it takes to pick up the item, which is good, but at the same time, I kind of wish they would have tried to maybe give it the same, you know, feeling of picking up a grenade where you just walk over it and it activates like that. Because basically a lot of players were, you know, just like, oh, let me walk by this, and they forgot that they had to hold down the button to pick up the overshield and would just walk past and be like, what the fuck? But the thing is it was still good. They got all the spots down, and honestly, that was my only few complaints about the gameplay. Overall, it was really good. It was good gameplay, and I just feel like those were my only few complaints whenever it comes to the gameplay. I know that they couldn't do anything to change how the hit scan was from hit scan to leading your shots, but overall they got a really good feel to it. They really tried to get the emphasis on classic Halo. But the next thing I kind of want to discuss were the maps and some of the creators that actually worked on them. Now, the maps were made by some of the top content creators in the community. Now, I know of one of them, which was Duquesne23. I believe he worked on the High Ground remake, which honestly was really good. Good job, Duquesne. And honestly, the amount of dedication that dude has to put into that is insane. I know he has 3 kids. He just had a 3rd one, so congrats on that, buddy. But honestly, I remember seeing him on Xbox Live on Halo Master Chief Collection going into High Ground over and over again while creating this map. I'm pretty sure it was him that made it, but everyone did a great job. The remakes looked beautiful. They were the best that they possibly could with Forge, and honestly, Halo 5's Forge is pretty good in all honesty. But the one map I had a problem with, was Citadel. That was the only map I had a problem with. Snowbound was great. Guardian, oh god, you guys know how much I love Guardian. It felt so good going back to that map. But we had Guardian, we had Isolation, which honestly I don't like Isolation. It's one of my least favorite maps from Halo 3, but hey, it's good to see it. We had the Pit, which I had a little bit of a problem with, but not a big one, and I'll talk about that for a second. But Citadel, I had the biggest problem with, and the main reason why I had a problem with this map is because it felt like it was still way too spaced out. Now, the reason why I say that is because I would go instantly for the active camo or the overshield, and whenever I go for that, it felt like the hallway that had those items on it was way bigger than its original, map. It also felt like the lobby areas of each base were way too big, almost like it was built for sprint in mind. And the other thing that kind of threw me off is at times I would try and maybe jump into the center area to grab the rocket launcher and then jump into the enemy's base, and I couldn't make that jump, which made me almost think that it was built for clamber. Now, that's just my opinion. I was able to make the jump a couple of times, but it was a really hard jump even with doing a crouch jump. So let me know what you guys think of Citadel, because personally I was really thrown off in that map, and it just felt like things were really spaced out in comparison to their Halo 3 counterparts, but still a great remake. That was just my small bit of criticism about it. But the one thing I'm going to say is that I really wish that maybe they would have gone the full yards with this. I wish that this would become a full playlist that's saying that we could get permanently. And that's why I want to make a request of the Halo community. Now, I'm not sure how long this playlist is going to be around. I have no clue off the top of my head, because truth is I haven't been following Halo news nearly as much as I probably should. But I ask you, if you still play Halo 5, please play the Halo 3 Throwback playlist. Show that you want this. If you are a classic player and you still have that game installed, either focus on playing Halo 3, or if you have to play Halo 5, do the classic Halo 3 playlist, because I want them to see that people still want this playlist, that people still want this gameplay style, because it still is viable. It is still doable in this year. In 2017, it is still viable to have a non-gimmicky, Spartan ability, sprint game that doesn't have that crap and is still wanted throughout the community, because that's the thing that drives me nuts. That is the thing that kills me, is that they never seem to listen. They never seem to see what the classic community wants. They just see what the 12-year-olds want. They just see what the Call of Duty fans want, what the modern day shooter fan wants, but they don't look to the people that built them. They don't look to the people that built the community. They don't look to the people that were there from day one. They look to the new people. And that's the thing. I still play Halo. I still play video games. There are people that are 3 times my age that still play Halo. So people in their 50s, I know my dad still plays Halo, and he's been playing Halo 3 since it became backwards compatible. So you still have a fan base that wants that classic style Halo gameplay, but the problem is you are pushing them away. And guys, we need to use our voices. Use your social media, use your YouTube, you know, use those Xbox replay things. Use all of that to spread the word about the Halo 3 Classic playlist or playing Halo 3 backwards compatible. Because we need to send a message to 343. We need to send a message to the people at Microsoft saying this is still viable. I had fun playing this playlist, but as soon as it's gone, I'm going to be reinstalling, uninstalling the game, because I don't want to play any of the other crap. I don't want to play the playlists that just aren't for me, that basically I don't enjoy, because that's not fun for me. What's fun for me is what made Halo Halo, what made Halo unique. And going back to this, in a 60 FPS modern title, I think is still viable in this art style, even though I wish that, you know, we could go back to the classic art style, which felt more realistic, where why the fuck in real life would you have bright, vibrant Spartans that you could see a million miles away? I don't fucking know. But the thing is it is still viable in 2017 to have a original classic play style. It was unique. It didn't need to be like everyone else, and that's why we want this as a permanent playlist. If this did become a permanent playlist, I would keep the game installed. But if it's gone, I'm gone. And I'm going to go back to the games that I care about, which are Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and any of the classic Bungie titles. Because honestly, those are what made Halo, Halo. Halo 5 Guardians isn't Halo. But I was excited when I heard about this playlist. I'm not gonna lie. I had good hopes after talking to Grim Brother 1 on Twitter. And it made me think, could it be good? And it was. There was a few problems, of course, because there's some things they can't change. But they did a good job. And I'm gonna give them credit where credit is due. And the credit is due that they made this playlist the best they possibly could. If they had spent more time on it, could it have been better? Yeah. Could they have made an update where this playlist had some of those things removed that I complained about? Yeah. But what they did was good, and it's in the right step, in the right direction. But basically, the thing is, I'm not here to bash on 343. I'm here to give my criticism. I'm here to give my message to 343 saying this was something that drew me back towards your game. Keep it. Keep focusing on that style, and you'll bring people back. Give classic players the option that you don't have in your modern day titles, because the thing is that that's what we want. Why do you think that so many people flooded back to Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and all those classic games when they became backwards compatible? It's because that's what we want. We want a classic Halo styled game, and we want you to give that to us. But unfortunately, unless you're willing to open up your ears, 343, and listen to us, we're not coming back. And hopefully you'll get that message in your head whenever it comes to Halo 6. That's all I'm going to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, go ahead and leave a dislike. If you guys have any opinions on the playlist, let me know down in the comment section down below. You also have my social media down below, including my Twitter, which we are almost up to 400 followers. Go and hit that follow button to know when I'm uploading, when I'm doing live streams, and so on and so forth. You also have the link to my Twitch channel, which I've been streaming almost daily as much as I possibly can. So please go and follow that, because you may want to know when you can live interact with me and play Halo or play any other game with me, because sometimes I pull my viewers in and play video games. We also have the Discord community, which we are trying to get that server partnered, and we would love it if you would come join us. So please click the link down below, ask to be added to the community, and one of our wonderful moderators will pull you in. But guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like, and also please play the playlist if you are on Halo 5. If not, go back, play Halo 3, go play whatever classic style Halo game you want, because we need to get a message across to 343. I'm running out of breath. I will see you guys next time. GamerJlee signing out. I'm out of this bitch.